All right. So, prediction time, right? I'm getting pretty good at predictions, huh?
Neither am I. Just before we get there, let's go back to Matt Mask and Toddzilla.
Man.
Your thoughts?
I couldn't have called it more wrong. I really thought Matt Mask's style and strength was going to be just way too much for Todd. I got full respect for both these guys.
Yeah.
They're both a handful. I just thought that the interaction between them would play out totally different, and I called it wrong. I will say that I don't think Matt was his best. I think that he's got a lot of stuff on his mind right now that might have made him not have the commitment level that it requires to win a match like that. But wow, Todd Hutchins.
That being said, though, Toddzilla may be at his best.
Oh my God.
He'd be the only one to answer that, but he looked incredible.
Incredible.
Not to take away from Todd, I know you said Matt.
No, incredible.
Toddzilla was unbelievable.
Yeah, so who's next for Todd Hutchins?
You better hope it's not you.
I don't want a rematch now. I'll take that one. I think now that I've seen that, well, he doesn't go back down.
No.
He can't now. I was kind of placing myself at the 220, but I'm better than the best 225, right?
Well, now Todd's 250.
Right. I don't know. I think I'd like to see. I think there's a lot of super heavyweights he could maybe hang with. I really think a crazy matchup him and Jerry, but I think he can hang with all sorts of people.
Is he still in the same? Would be in the same category with Krasimir and Marcio? Are they super heavyweights also?
Yeah, they're all kind of open dudes.
Because I'd like to see have him and Krasi.
Yeah, they have, and it's crazy because Hutchins kills him. They've done it a couple times now. So just lately in Moldova, Hutchins dusted him.
And he beat Marcio last time they competed, I think.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yes. You're saying Krasi beat Marcio?
Todd.
Krasi beat Todd?
Todd Hutchins beat Marcio last year, I think.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So I don't know who is next for Todd. Jerry, like you said?
Yeah, I don't know. Ryan Espy?
Ryan's coming off a loss. But yeah, I
don't know. Okay, so I screwed that one up. I think a lot of people did, but congratulations.
I lost $20 to the smartest man in arm wrestling, Bob Brown.
Don't talk like that. It was an awesome. I think I really loved the card, but I gotta say that I am more excited about 503.
Yes,
because every single match on 503 is like super hot.
Yep.
Like every single match on this card. I've got opinions about all of them, but I know full well that everyone is going to be great.
So speaking of super hot, which you were.
Yes, I was.
Valerie
doesn't
Beach
get any hotter than that match right there.
Versus Nancy Law.
Wow, that is a great women's match.
Yeah.
Right? Both of them are really just going for it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's not really a backward step in these girls.
Veterans.
Both of them are screamers. They're both got a red line inside, right? Do you know anything about this at all?
I've seen Nancy's last match and she looked incredible. I haven't seen Valerie compete in a little bit. I haven't been watching as much lately, but
I think it's a great matchup.
I think it's a great matchup.
And just straight up, just out of patriotism, I got to go with Nancy Law. But I think it's a hell of a match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell of a match.
I'll have to pick Nancy for being Canadian as well.
Okay. Big match. Janis returns. Was kind of, the number one guy in the lightweights.
Not kind of, he was.
Well, there's him. There's Tony Katowski. I think he and Tony are the re-emerging champions of the lightweight division.
Okay.
And we got Sam, and now Holland is coming in as a potential up and comer.
Yes.
I think that Holland, even though he's been arm wrestling since he was 2 years old, I still think that he's got a little bit to learn from a guy like Janis. And I think over the stretch, I think Janis is going to get him. I don't see it being a sweep. I think Holland is super strong and super young and, got good, healthy parts. And I think that Janis, not to say he's unhealthy, but I just think he's probably going to be less eager to expose his full self to him in the early rounds, maybe. But I do see Janis coming through this and winning.
I see Janis being one of the most technical and charismatic arm wrestlers with his own channel, of course. So I'd like to say hello to that and acknowledge that. He's the best. I'm going with him for sure.
Do you think Janis can win the lightweights this year?
I think he can.
Do you think he can beat Sam Harris?
I don't know. I think it's possible for either one of them. They're all that level.
You think that those are the top three?
Yes.
So do I.
Interchangeable.
Yeah, so do I. I think there's a great finale coming up with those three names.
Anyone who comes out on top of that is clearly deserving of it. I think they're head and shoulders above the rest. I realize that Chaffee had a great match with Sam just this last time.
Yeah.
But I still think that Sam's ahead of.
Yeah, I do too.
The three of those.
Yeah, good match, but I think the right guy won. Okay, next one. Okay, let's go with Bishop versus Solaris.
Yeah.
What a match, right?
Absolutely.
Intense. I always bet against Bishop, and I always get it wrong. He always ends up winning. Bishop is so fundamentally strong.
Yes.
His hand and his ace move. Bishop just can control the whole set. I really like his strength. I like the versatility out of Solaris. I like the gamesmanship out of Solaris. I'll tell you, I'm terrible, man. I love Justin Bishop. I love him. I don't know why.
I keep betting him.
I don't know why, man. I don't know. I'm a terrible guy because, I don't know. I don't know why, but he keeps on proving himself to me over and over and over. Maybe I should just pick him this one time. Who do you think's gonna win?
I think Justin Bishop's gonna win.
I think it's a close match. Okay, if you pick Justin, then the other guy has got to go with.
You might as well.
Because honestly, I'm right. I mean, that's what I do, right? Justin, I love you, but I'll go with Solaris, and I'm gonna say that this was gonna probably be one of the more controversial matches of the night.
I think so too.
Solaris, yeah.
As one of those more competitive ones. I think this could go either way.
Yeah.
Mike can really dig in.
He
can pull from anywhere. Unwillingness to quit. I just think Justin's probably stronger and slightly. I give him a slight edge in this one.
Now, I will say that, in my opinion, peaking and stuff like that makes a big difference in matches like this. And Mike, being an old dude, okay, he's been around a long time. I think that the first match of the season, guys like Mike come in really strong. And this is Mike's first match of the year. I think he's going to be really good. And I don't know if you saw, I think it was left hand, so it doesn't probably affect him quite as much, but Justin just competed with Kenny Smith yesterday. Good match. Beat him 3-1. But, okay.
So based on age, you're picking Solaris over Bishop again. How many times in a row is this, Justin? Maybe you could let us know how many times.
Hey, I bet on Justin to beat Janis Hamlin's at UAL, whatever it was, 20 years ago, when nobody else did. But look, I just think that there's going to be a King's move. I think there's going to be a strap. I think there's going to be elbows off the back. I think there's going to be running fouls. I think there's going to be a lot, and I think in the end, versatility might make a difference.
I believe there's going to be a stare down as well.
Oh my God! For the next month, there's going to be a stare down. Okay, next match. Okay, so we did the 3 so far. Now we're down to the 2. Big match, right? These guys have faced each other before. Krasimir and Marcio.
This is awesome.
Yeah. Awesome.
Who doesn't want to see this match? Incredible.
Crazy match. Now, I think that if you go back in history, the last little bit, they've been very, very close. I think that they've had a lot of interactions that I know I've seen them pull at Nemiroff. I don't know if they've pulled it at Worlds in the past, but I feel like they've pulled a lot in the past. And I think if you look at it, strength-wise, they match up really similarly. I think that Marcio's been getting dinged on fouls, and he's ended up having to lose or be pinned as a result of, him being kind of constrained with really, really tight calls. And I will say that he's got home court advantage now,
I do.
Marcio, as great as he is, has had a few losses over the last season. And I put him the same as I put Mike Solaris. First event of the new year, I think he should come in real healthy and really strong. And I think it's going to be ridiculous, and I think that this one's going to come down to stamina. I think that whoever's got more in the gas tank is going to win. To me, this one's a coin toss.
Now you've competed against Marcio.
Yeah.
You've only trained against.
That's right.
Krasner. You have not competed against Krasner before.
That's right.
But if you can say judge their center of the table strength, or at least
they're both
dog
so
down, who do you
strong.
think is stronger?
Oh my God, they're both so strong. Like Marcio beats the hell out of me most times we practice as well. I think that they're really close.
Speed edges Marcio.
I'd say speed edges Marcio. I'd say versatility edges Marcio.
Yeah.
I think top end strength maybe edges Krasimir. Home court edges Marcio. I don't know. I really see this one as a real coin toss. And I think that it's a coin toss to me. I think.
You gotta pick.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll go with Marcio.
Then I'll go Krasner.
Okay. All right. Good match. Great match. And now,
I love you, Marcio, by the way.
this whole card is fantastic. There's not a match and an athlete in this card that isn't amazing. I think the 503 is the best card that we've seen so far coming up. Michael versus
The monster.
Chaffee.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think that Dave was ranked number 1 in the world before all this kind of crazy stuff happened about a year ago, right?
And arguably he could still be. There's a lot of people still consider Dave Chaffee as the best, the number 1 super heavyweight on the planet.
Yep. I mean, when you talk about fundamental, dead center of the table, arm wrestling, I think that Dave probably brings a more fundamental package than anybody in North America.
Sure.
And I think that he definitely is in contention for the number 1 spot in the world. But he's never, ever beat Michael Todd in a tournament or over the course of a super match.
And Michael also is always considered among the best in the world. Sometimes number 1. You talk to him. I'm just kidding, but a lot of people consider Michael Todd the best in the world too,
right?
Because he's so difficult to beat. So both of these guys are serious contention for being some of the best arm wrestlers on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
They're being put head to head. It's not even in the final match.
Well, it is a hammer match.
Okay, it's a hammer match.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this match is a shot.
Best of 5.
Best of 5. Yeah.
Okay. So that favors. I would say that would favor Michael Todd slightly.
Well, they're all best of 5. Right?
Okay.
They're all best of 5, and I would agree. So I do think that. I think that Michael's going to win. Yeah. I think that's how it's going to go. I think that Dave's primary style is a sweep.
Yes.
I think he uses his hand a lot, and I think he has a lot of strength there, a lot of fundamentals, and he's just taking those advantages over. And I think that the problem is it's normally not a singular move that will beat a person with a really proficient King's move like Michael has. Like there's one stop in there pretty much guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Now Dave's strong enough, I think he might be able to get 1 or 2 where he doesn't really have to adjust. The question is to me is And looking at Michael, I think that Michael's plenty strong enough right now that I don't really see the likelihood of it going straight to the pad. And I don't think that Dave is going to have like the post reset option, and I also don't see him fully committing into a pushing shoulder press.
So difficult to finish.
Difficult to finish. Yeah. If you don't have a solid press or a solid regripping option, it's real tough, man. Maybe Dave's got it now, but until we see it.
This is a contrast of styles, of course, like more traditional, fundamental style, and Dave Chaffee. I suppose it'd be the most unorthodox style now, the King's move and Michael Todd. And oftentimes with someone like Michael Todd, you either love it or you hate it, or you love him or you hate him based on that. There's a lot of criticism, but there's also people who realize, okay, he's made this perfect, or at least very close to perfect. It works for him, and he wins. So you might get some old school guys versus some other guys. Like this is very heated. These debates of Michael Todd's matches, especially against someone who's very conventional like Dave Chaffee, it really gets heated because they'll just really shit talk Michael. They'll say sitting on his ass. They'll say straight up. They'll say whatever they have to say to discredit him. But the fact is, Michael Todd wins more often than he loses. He's one of the best, the most winningest arm wrestlers out there, especially in supermatch format. So it almost comes down to something like that with thought process of how people think of arm wrestling, whether they think King's move is arm wrestling or whether they think it's cheating.
Yeah. I mean, I love it. I love all kinds of arm wrestling. So I just want to see who can win.
Your pick?
Michael Todd. I'm gonna say I'll go 3-1, but yeah, I don't see him getting 1-1. Yeah, 3-1, Michael.
Is that because you don't like Dave Chaffee?
Dave Chaffee doesn't like me. You know, here's the thing. Like, so the first time I find out that Dave Chaffee doesn't like me, he's on the microphone. You know, spewing it all over the place.
Is that true, Dave?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can see why someone like you would not like Devin there.
Why? What have I ever done to make anyone ever?
This video is getting too long already. I guess I'll pick Michael Todd on this one as well, just based
because you don't like Dave Chaffee either. You heard it first. John Milne doesn't like Dave Chaffee.
It's not true, Dave.
Dave, I like you more than John does.